I want to share a very important information with my subscribers today. Exactly. So I want to talk about this tax reform, this tax reformation that is going to kick off from January. You understand? This tax reformation that is going to kick off from January in Nigeria, precisely. So honestly, after going through the information from a reliable source, honestly, next year is going to be very, very interesting. Honestly. So the video I'm literally making now is to educate you to be very prepared about what is coming. You understand? Exactly. So the tax reformation is literally calculated in this way. Just bear this in mind. Just bear this in mind. The tax reformation is literally calculated in this way: total revenue minus allowable expenses minus tax free. Now, allowable total revenue is literally all the income that enters your account. You understand? Every income that enters your account is literally your total revenue. Whether they sent you the money to go and buy medicine, they sent you the money to pay for house rent, they sent you the money to go and buy food, you understand? Or person send you money, may you give person. Every money that just entered your account is your total revenue. Now, allowable expenses are things like your house rent. Do you understand? Those are allowable expenses. Then another allowable expenses is a company a company that literally have employees or has some necessary services that need to be offered for the revenue to be generated. That's another example of allowable expenses. Yes. Now, tax free. Tax free is, people that will literally be taxed are people that make at least 1 million naira every year in the total revenue that enters the account. If you're making below 1 million naira, that's you're making below 999,000 naira. Yes, you will not be taxed. That's the total sum of everything you've made in a year is below 1 million naira. You're not going to be taxed. But people who are making 1 million naira and above, they are all going to be taxed. Exactly. Now, the tax free now is government has it that if you make 1 million naira in a month, in a year, I mean to say, in a year, if you make 1 million naira in a year, 800 naira out of the 1 million naira is tax free. Yes, government say make you collect that one. Say that one no consign them. But any other thing that is on top, that 800 that is minus from the total revenue generated within that month is going to be taxed. Do you understand? It's going to be taxed. Now, see the rate at which your tax will be calculated. First of all, the first 2,200,000 naira, if after minusing the 800,000 naira out of your total revenue, now if there's 2,200,000 naira on top after minusing 800,000, if 2,200,000 naira is seen on top the revenue you have generated within that year, now that 2,200,000 naira will be taxed at the rate of 15%. Literally meaning that 15% of 2,200,000 naira will be deducted from that 2,200,000 naira as tax. Now, if after taxing this particular amount and they look more into your account or into your revenue, they still find 9 million naira and your total revenue. Now, 80% of that 9 million naira would also be deducted. See, they are not calculating everything that is minused, that is gotten after minusing 800,000 naira. Do you understand? They are doing it small. Do you understand? They are doing it small. Now, assuming that what you have is 100 million naira. Assuming what you have is 100 million naira. After minusing 800,000 naira, the other amounts are literally, if somehow you did not incur any allowable expenses, the remaining money will be taxed in this rate. They will, out of that remaining 90 million naira, out of 90.98 million, 90 something million naira, you understand? Out of that 90 something million naira, 2.2 million naira will be removed from that 90 something million naira and will be taxed. Now, after that 2.2 million naira is minus and taxed, 9 million naira will also be minused from the remaining money. After minusing the 2.2 million naira, 9 million naira will be minus and taxed. the tax value, the tax rate for that 9 million naira is 18%. Now, after removing the 9 million naira, now 13 million naira will also be minused from the remaining money. After minusing 2.2 million, 9 million naira, then 13 million naira will also be removed, then will be taxed 21% of that 13 million naira. Now, after taxing that 13 million naira, 25 million naira, if money is still remaining, 25 million naira will be minused from the remaining. Will also be, then now after the 25 million naira is being minus and money is still remaining, now they now say above 50 million naira, even though it is 1 billion naira, as long as the money is above 50 million naira, you'll be taxed 25% of that money. That's how the tax reformation is going to be from January 1st. Do you understand? So what you literally need to start thinking of doing this time is to register your businesses under company, so that the allowable expenses that will be calculated, allowable expenses for your revenue, for your generated revenue, will literally be increased. Do you understand? Exactly. Because companies, they literally have a lot of allowable expenses that is incurred in the process of generating the income. Because what the tax is for personal income. Do you understand? The tax is literally for personal income, the generated personal income. Do you understand? It's for money that you generated personally. Do you understand? It's not money that company, you understand? It's the income that came, the income. Now, the allowable expenses, these are expenses that helped to generate the income. The expenses that helped to generate the income, they will be minused. And as a company, the number of allowable expenses is higher, because you have to pay your workers, you have to service the machines. Do you understand? And all these things are allowable expenses that helps in generating the income. You understand? This is unlike personal people that generate their own money personally. You understand? You don't have people, even though you are a person, you have a company, but it's not registered with CAC. You understand? You pay people tax, you pay people salary. Do you understand? You pay people salary, you pay them a lot of money. Do you understand? You know, nobody is going to see it as a company since it is not registered under CAC. Do you understand? So you don't literally have any allowable expenses. Those salary you're paying, or those services, those recurrent expenditures that you're incurring, you pay on a daily to service the income, to service the production of the service you're offering, so that the income will generate will not be calculated, because it's not registered under company. If you go and register your business under business name registration, it's still a personal income, because business name registration is just like officializing your personal name, your personal entity, like trying to make your name or yourself to be corporate. Do you understand? Why company name registration is bringing out a business firm, a firm. Do you understand? Yes. Now, another thing too about business name and company is that if someone sues your business, under business name, other businesses that you have that you do not impute in that business name registration, and as long as those businesses are registered with your name, or those accounts are opened with your detail, they will also be affected anytime you are prosecuted. Do you understand? Anytime you are prosecuted, these things are also going to be affected. Yes, that's the bitter truth. All those other products, all those other services you offer that is registered both as a company registered entity. If your company is sued to court, it's only going to be that company that will be required to carry the weight of the prosecution. Only the company. Other businesses or other services that is linked, or other accounts that is linked to your personal name, will not be affected. So that's literally one of the benefits of having a company registered firm under CAC than having a business name registered firm. Exactly. If this is your first time of coming across my videos, please do yourself some good and subscribe, because from time to time I keep posting videos that will educate you, inform you, make you to be properly guarded, so that you don't make unnecessary issues. Oh yeah, now take care.
This is the office. Okay.